Hey friends, welcome back to Beyond the Platform. I'm Ron Carter, Catalyst for Worship and Music with the Georgia Baptist Mission Board and a certified Primal Question leadership coach. I love helping worship and music leaders not only grow in their own ministries, but also to invest in the next generation of worshipers and leaders. So whether you're watching or listening today, I am glad you're here because this episode closes out our 6-part framework for a healthy worship and music ministry with one of the most important and sometimes overlooked components, the ear to the next generation. This is all about listening well, mentoring wisely, and shaping a culture that invites emerging leaders into something meaningful. But like every other part of our leadership, the way we mentor and listen is shaped by something deep inside us, our primal question. So let's walk through all 7 questions and explore how your wiring impacts the way you invest in those coming behind you. Number 1, am I safe? If this is your question, you lead young people best when you know the environment is healthy and secure. You may be cautious about who you mentor or how fast you hand over responsibility, but that's not fear, it's care. You bring steadiness, you bring emotional safety, and very safe places for younger leaders to learn without pressure or panic. Number 2, am I secure? You want to build something that lasts. You're not just mentoring for today, you're laying foundations for tomorrow. You may hold tightly to methods that have worked before, but when you stay flexible, your guidance becomes even more powerful. You bring wisdom, structure, and consistency to the leaders you raise up. Number 3, am I loved? You pour deeply into people. For you, mentoring is relational. It's about a heart connection. But if a young person or a young leader pulls away and doesn't seem responsive, you might feel rejected or question your value. Still, your strength is presence. You show up, you remind the next generation that they are loved and not alone. Number 4, am I wanted? You want to know that your voice matters. You invest when you feel invited into someone's story. But if you feel ignored or like your experience isn't valued, you may disengage. But your gift, you help young leaders feel included. You remember what it felt like to be overlooked, and you refuse to let that happen on your watch. Number 5, am I successful? You mentor with results in mind. You want to see growth, progress, proof that what you're pouring in to this person is making a difference. But mentoring isn't always quick. It requires patience. And sometimes the fruit shows up years later. Your gift is vision. You help young leaders set goals and move forward with intention. Number 6, am I good enough? You may hesitate to invest in others because you question whether you have anything to offer. You might say, why would they want to learn from me? But hear this, you don't need to be perfect to be a mentor. You just need to be present. Your gift is humility. You disciple from a place of honesty, not hierarchy, and that's exactly what young leaders need today. Number 7, do I have purpose? You light up when mentoring feels connected to the bigger picture. You want your investment to multiply. If you don't see where it's going, you may lose energy. But when you catch the vision of legacy, you are unstoppable. Your gift is passion. You help young leaders find their why and live into their calling. So that's it. The final piece of our 6-part series that works with our 6 components for a healthy worship and music ministry. So now you've seen how your emotional wiring impacts every area of worship and music leadership. Here's the big idea. When you know what your heart is asking, you can lead with more peace, more power, and more purpose. If this series has stirred something in you and you're ready to go deeper, I'd love to walk with you through coaching or encouragement. All you have to do is visit roncarter.com, RHONCARTER.com. Click on Take the Assessment or click on the Communications page to take your next step. I just want to thank you for joining me on this journey. I look forward to many other things coming in the future. And if this podcast and this series has meant something to you as a music and worship leader, make sure you share it with your friends. And always remember, harmony in leadership informs and inspires. I hope you have a blessed day.